Here's the first knife I tested. It bent just fine and ended up breaking after 11.5 bends completely. Here's the second one I'm going to test. I made the handle thinner, and it's 2 pieces of pine instead of 1 piece, and that should help test. That's probably one of the weakest things I could think of for a handle, and I put that on there just so I could test the strength of the tang. So I guess I'll start chopping. I'd say that shaves. Alright, now I'm going to cut some rope. Cut it again for fun. And another time couldn't hurt. Very good. Alright, I'm going to cut through this piece of 12-2 wire just to do an extra little test to see if the edge will bend over or chip. The idea here is it'll definitely get dull after I cut through it, but it shouldn't roll the edge over or have little chips pop out. And then after that, I'll chop on this really old dried out piece of antler a little bit. Edge looks good. As you can see, that was a really, really hard piece of antler, and the edge looks good still. Did take a little bit of the edge off. It's still really sharp. I don't think it would quite shave, but it's definitely passed the test I wanted to put it through. And now we'll bend it. Alright, now I'll bend it to 90 degrees. Yep. Alright. I would say that passed unofficially, and now I'm going to bend it and bend it till she breaks off and see how many times I can get out of it. That was 1. 2. 3. The edge still hasn't cracked yet, which is even better than the one I did before because the edge cracked at 2 bends. 4. Still no cracks. 5. 6. The edge is cracked about 1/3 of the way up, which is still fine in the test. On the first bend. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, there's 11. And and 12. It broke at 12, so this one broke, made it a half a bend further than the first one. Alright, now I've got to make the third one, do it officially. Here is my third blade all forged out, ready to start grinding. I've got a good sized edge here, nice taper, good sized tang, and next we'll go ahead and do a time lapse of me grinding this. Here's the blade rough ground, and I'm going to go ahead and normalize it now in my heat treating oven. What we're going to do here is I'm going to program it to go to full temperature and go to 1500 degrees, hold for 5 minutes, and then just turn off, and then this will cool. It'll take about 2 or 3 hours for this to cool, and that'll soften the blade. Stick it in there and start.